For ShredMentor Challenge of the Day, number 72, we're going to be doing something a little bit more dependent on your riffing. And this is especially a great way to work out your alternate picking because we're going to be using a lot of triplets between more than one string. We're in A Phrygian dominant, and here's how it goes. So we're in A Phrygian dominant, which is basically the same thing as D harmonic minor. And we're basically doing this alternate triplet pattern where the accents are all on the 4th string and all the other notes are on the 5th string. And I'm also using selective palm muting. So there's a lot going on with the picking hand just in one little phrase right there. Unmuting the first note to give it more of a powerful accent each time. So every time I come at that note, I'm basically doing a downstroke, then going around and doing an upstroke. And that's the picking for like the entire first part. It's easy to get distracted from that because I'm moving around a bit, but really all I'm doing is just doing basically little trichords, 3-note scale fragments, following from A, B flat, C sharp, and then G, A, B flat, F, G, A, and then E, F, G, and that leads me right back into an A melodically, and I do the riff a second time. This time, now I do a sequence of thirds. Here's where I move my ring finger over one more note, and I skip past the note in the middle there and come back to the A again. Normally I would do... but I didn't really want to go to the B flat, so I used it as the final note before the actual ending note of the whole phrase. But that little shift of my ring finger is a big part of it. Because I need to leave my pinky available to play that other note. So sometimes you have to kind of take inventory of what fingers you actually have available to play this kind of stuff. But the biggest point of today's challenge is really to get your picking up to par, especially your alternate picking. And honestly, as simple as it is, in theory, in practice, it's actually quite challenging, and there's a lot you have to coordinate just to be able to go. All right, and it's upon that the entire riff was based. So do practice that a little bit. Make sure you can get that down. It doesn't have to be the speed I did it at, but make sure you can do it at some speed where you can really feel the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, where every accent is going in the opposite direction with your pick. Down 2, 3, up 2, 3, down 2, 3, up 2, 3. I spent probably about a month doing this, just dedicated to doing this a really long time ago, and it paid off really, really quickly, and I can definitely recommend the same for you. So you give it a try, and I'll see you again tomorrow.